what it's going to look like to fight in a healthy way. They use contempt, which is just this kind of elitism and narcissism, which is like, I don't care what you have to say, honey. They use stonewalling, which is, we're in a fight now, I'm going to take off. We're going to talk about this for a week, if that. They use criticism. It's just constant character digs. Oh, you're lazy all the time.
See, Belle?
Or they use typically this type of kind of aloofness where, again, it's called the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, where I'm just going to cool the passions and somehow that will deal with it.
Right. So how does a man and a woman deal with it?
For me, so often it's what you guys do so well, which I've noticed, is finding what the other is good at. Finding, like, when you guys in your culture are so phenomenal, be like, oh my gosh, you have a need there, let me encourage you in that way. Or you want more food, or you want to drink there. Like, we don't have that in our culture at all. And I think that translates so well over into a marriage, because supposedly that's the top thing that really forms healthy trust in a marriage.
Right.
Where I'm finding things in you, I'm so focused on you, where I'm not focused on myself. I'm denying myself, picking up my cross and following God first. So it's 2 imperfect people following this perfect person. And by doing that, then you're pouring into that person's life. And so honestly, I don't think you got as much from me as I got from you guys in thinking through marriage, just through your culture and how you guys respond in that way.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
And I'm so sorry. Did you want to go?
Just go ahead.
It took a point where you said about when they think, if you don't fight, then you have a good marriage if you don't fight. But it's true that you need to learn how to fight with one another. And it's true, like, through dating, we have our first argument, and then we have the next one and the next one. But with each one, they got better, because you start to understand each other. Like, okay, I realize when I get angry, I do this. That's not okay. Let me work on that. We'll do better next time. And so you have to, like, fall and fail and get up and fail and get up, so you can understand how to work with each other and communicate better and, like, resolve problems with each other. So that is such a fair point, because it's a work in progress to learn how to be angry with one another and not, blow up or build so much that then you're like, you know what, I'm over this, because you've built up so much that you never were able to talk about it.
Exactly.
Right.
When I was first, I brought habits from past relationships. And if you look at her, she's a queen. She belongs in a palace or a throne. The other girls belong on the street. And so, so when I was arguing with them, I was in my street gang talk, right? They would get mouthy with me, and I was like, you can get mouthy with me, and I get mouthy with back. And I have this terrible habit where I must win. So, like, if they're going at it, I could go at it. And especially, like, God gave me a gift of speaking to people and getting to their heart. I feel that as wielding a sword. You could wield that in a really dangerous way and cut somebody down bad. And I was very good at just calmly destroying people. And once we got an argument, I did it to Belle. And Belle, in the very beginning of the relationship, this is our first real fight, and I just launched the first nuke. And I'm like, what's the next attack she's going to give? And she just sat there quietly and patiently, so meek, that I was like, oh no, I let off the nuke way too early, dude. Like, and because she was so calm and meek, it made me be like, oh, I'm a horrible human. I got to chill out. And I had to calm myself and then redirect how I behave. But what I learned so quickly is that she didn't give me the ability to treat her what she's not. And so when she acted exactly what the gospel was, like, meek, humble, kind, like, even when she was upset with me, she was still so respectful with me. And it was so new to me, because when I grew up with my friends and my family, we're great, we're nice, we're loving. But if you cross us and you go onto that side, it's like, oh, it's on site. And we rejoice in that. We're like, oh, thank God we have war. And we go. I'm an Assyrian. We built the Tower of Babel. We tried to kill God. We took everybody out, and we're like, you know who's next? God. And so, like, my DNA, my blood, like, my ability to, like, argue or fight, it's a natural thing. But because she stood properly in the way that she should, it made me have to challenge myself. And then when I changed its behaviors, not only did it blossom between us, but my relationship with work and people out there, my patience grew. So I think that when you're forced to be one person, you have to pick up the slack of somebody else. And she picked up my slack there and taught me how to, like, talk emotionally. Like, I'm such an emotional human being. That could work really good for me, but unfortunately that could be really, really bad for me. So I wanted to add that, because don't do that. You're embarrassing. I like this, dude. I feel like we're in a little counseling before we
Well, it's
go.
nice being able to debrief and talk about the night and with the two people, who was very important for us.